Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone,
and bulldozing his way through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready? They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would run the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First down, here's Ritter. A short throw to Musgrave.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they go to Dickerson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Now a give left side. It's Dickerson.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. We look at this Browns defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
New York now for the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Let's go now.
Play action. Now Thompson Robinson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Dickerson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 22.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter with it after the play fake.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they can't bring him down.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You look at this Packers defense.
Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in
McFadden loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell nobody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Hooked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Sheds off the tackle.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Thompson Robinson now.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Thompson Robinson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson.
Being chased out left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
70. Dragon 60.
On 2nd down, Hooks. Oh, what a move. And he works 3. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
70 Rangers.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Hooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's loose again. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Flushed out right.
That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Ritter will throw for it.
That's caught at the 1. But he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possession.
And now the rookie's free.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
On play action, here's Ritter. That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They get 11 back on that one. That leads to 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ritter now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Going play action. Ridder. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 quarters have come and gone.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
In motion right is Brown.
On 2nd down, Thompson Robinson.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
The DTR going to throw it here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Ridder back to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ridder.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
From 17 yards out.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, check percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
On the set.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
Here's Peyton up the middle.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go. Let go.
Now a toss play for Peyton. Nifty move. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 23. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Dickerson on the handoff. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, got to carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Loose inside the 30.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Peyton. trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Thompson Robinson will sneak it.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or...
And he takes this one in for the Browns score. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Ready, set.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cleveland, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on